on Pull My Focus, we shoot an online promotional video in Napa Valley. I can't be late.
Going my way?
Sure am.
All right. Why do I have to take the BART and you drive?
Well, you could drive here. You could have drove here.
We're on our way to Napa Valley to shoot an online promotional video with chef Rogelio Garcia, who was featured on season 15 of Top Chef.
Shot of them.
9:45.
So we're getting B-roll in the restaurant, them prepping for lunch. So it's folding napkins, it's checking the wine list, it's checking menus, it's cleaning silverware, placing silverware plates, all that kind of stuff. So it's all the behind the scenes work and prep in the kitchen before lunch starts, which is in 45 minutes. Can I come back here, Chef?
Yeah, go ahead. It's your kitchen too.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Don't tell him that, he's gonna want to cook.
You know what? We ain't hiding, people. Our new cook here.
You hear that, Frank?
Yeah.
We are setting up for the interview. The general manager of the restaurant. Well, she's not here yet, but we know she's 5'9", and Christian's 5'9". That's Christian right there. 5'9". So we're framing the shot so that when she's here after lunch, we're ready to go, and we're led to do it.
Hold it right there. Now this wouldn't be a proper episode of Pull My Focus if we didn't learn something while we were here. So this white card, what the hell am I talking like this for? Now we're run and gun and we're inside a restaurant that has many different colored lights. So we're going to use these cards so that in post-production I can get my color correct. I'll show you how it works. Now I'm not going to spend too much time on this because we did a bunch of videos about color correction and how to make your color look great, including white balance and skin tone. So if you want to check out some of those, check the link in the description below. But basically, I use these cards, and let's go to the footage where we are interviewing Chef Rogelio. So here he is, and boop, I bring in my white balance card and my 18% gray card. So let's go to our color space. And if you do something like this, getting your white balance correct is usually as simple as clicking on your white balance selector, clicking your card, and that's it. So basically your white is set and everything else kind of wraps around that. Now there are other issues with maybe skin tone that you want to look at and some other things, but that's basically how you cover your ass. So the other thing I want to talk about is
how did I go about putting together this project? And this may help you with projects similar to this, where you have a bunch of B-roll and you have some interviews, maybe you throw some music on it. So the project Chef Rogelio wanted to create was a socially shared video that will go out and just explain, hey, Napa Valley is still open, the restaurants are still waiting for you. The fires happened earlier in the year, and a lot of people canceled their vacations because of that. And so the economy is kind of a little shaky right now, but the restaurants are open and the people are waiting. He just wants to create this sense of community around Napa Valley once again. So the first thing I'm gonna do as an editor is I'm gonna look through my B-roll to give maybe some inspiration, just get some beautiful shots out, figure out what I have available to me. So I'm gonna do what's called pulling select. So I have a bunch of clips here, not using any sound. I'm not worried about color or anything. I'm just trying to get as many nice shots as possible from inside the restaurant. We'll scrub through some good stuff here. There's also some good stuff down here. Oh, that's me with a color card. Okay. So Frank watched the videos, and I watched the videos also, but Frank watched the videos initially and tried to figure out what's the story. Where's the story that we can go, that they're telling? Once he figured out where kind of some of the story was, he made a little assembly edit, sent it to me, and I'm gonna edit that down even further. And what I tried to do is interweave, is that a word? I'm trying to put the stories together between Kelly and Rogelio. And I end up with a little back and forth between the two of them. That'll be right here.
The thing that impressed me the most is the community. The day after the fire started.
So I end up with, basically, I'm listening to her, I'm listening to him, and I'm trying to weave a little bit of a story. Okay? So I'm trying to get it down to about a minute. It's gonna get edited down even further as I go. Finally, I'm gonna bring the B-roll and the edit of the interview together, and I'm gonna use the interview as kind of the trigger to show the B-roll. So at one point, she's talking about, Kelly's talking about it being the, here it is. She's talking about Napa is kind of the Disneyland of food.
It's kind of like the Las Vegas of food, or the Disneyland of food, sometimes people say.
Being able to.
So there's a great moment to show really yummy food, right? If it's the Las Vegas or the Disneyland of food, then let's just show it. If there's ever a moment where you want to really connect with the interviewee, which is here after we talk about the fires. And Kelly talks about how she got a big hug. This is a moment where you actually want to see her because you want her reaction.
And we were trying to figure out if we could open what was going on, and I saw one of our regulars who happened to be staying at the hotel, and he just walked up to me and gave me the biggest hug. And
so that's a place you want you want your viewers to see the person's reaction, because that really big hug is really important. Once my edit is locked, then it's on to color and sound. We got our music from Pond 5. It wasn't that expensive. Pond 5 is not a sponsor, but we use them often to get music and sound effects and stuff like that. And basically that's it. So maybe we should watch the video.
My name's Rogelio Garcia.
Kelly, Mitchell, Jax. Rogelio and I both started here at Angele around the same time.
You know, my first chef job was here in Angele, in the heart of Napa Valley.
Napa is where I live, it's where my home is. It's interesting because I think Napa itself is still that small farming town.
You get inspired by a lot of different ingredients, different cultures here. The attention to detail that these restaurants have and the chefs, they're amazing.
Kind of like the Las Vegas of food, or the Disneyland of food, sometimes people say.
Being able to be part of that in Napa Valley has been an amazing experience.
The hardest part with the fires is it wasn't, when the earthquake happened, it happened and it was over. The fires lingered, where there was still smoke, there was still the rebuilding, and it was much more difficult. The thing that impressed me the most is the community. The day after the fire started, we came down here and we were trying to figure out if we could open what was going on, and I saw one of our regulars who happened to be staying at the hotel, and he just walked up to me and gave me the biggest hug. And it was that sense of community that everyone was there to help you no matter what.
You know, the people in the food industry are always the first to jump in and help the community out. Napa's here, we're waiting for you. Please come to Napa Valley and experience the wineries, the food, and the great chefs and the great atmosphere that it has to offer.
Finally, guys, you want to end on a big note. So if you don't have kind of a closing shot, a beauty shot to end on, find a shot that maybe looks the most beautiful. Frank actually decided on a closing shot, which would be terrific. So he pre-planned that. And that's this shot here of everyone in front of the restaurant. And it's one of my favorite shots because it really shows the people, they're waiting, they're ready. And it's a really nice thing to end on faces, to end on you know, people's faces. So thanks for watching. Check out pullmyfocus.tv for all our other articles and all our videos. See you next time. I'm going back to bed.